Hey there team, and welcome to a little 2v5. Now, that sounds a bit quiet. No, I suppose the voices are just a bit quiet today. Oh, I've got shadows on for an Umbar siege. Risky. We'll go for it. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. But this is Thanatos and, I believe, Nawaki. Yes. Side by side again. It's looking like maybe a good versus evil. We'll see what the boys have on the other side. But we do have Khazad and Lothlorien here today. So, as I say, if somebody's going to take on a 2v5, it will be Khazad and Lothlorien. We've got a lot of 3rd Legion infantry. Actually, some 2nd Legion Angmar. Heaps and heaps of Orc Hunters. Triple. Not so much heaps and heaps. Double Reclaimers. Double Hammers again to bad. Some Sons of the Fallen, of course. Wait, why is... That's... Oh, just one of them is, like, gone 4 ranks and... wait. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm really dumb. One of them's 5 ranks, one's 4 ranks. Dearie me. Iron Watch and Merimir there. Double Iron Watch. Okay, holy smokes. 1st Legion Pikes. Guards of Khazad, and then Mithril Guard and Legion Bodyguard. Lots and lots of elites, lots and lots of 2 hit point units. And, surprisingly, well, I don't know. I'm just thinking, only 1 unit of pikes. Now, of course, the 1 unit of pikes they have is a 1st Legion pike. But, yeah, no sentries of Khazad today. Nawaki's got some Lordan Swordmasters, some spears there. Guardians of, Karis Galathron Guardians, and he's gone for a double. Yeah, no doubt a double. Yeah, good. That's fine. So he's sort of making up that pike lack that his allies got there today. Watchers of the Golden Wood, lots of Woodland Protectors, and Riders of the Golden Wood, Swordmasters, and a Catapult today, with the Kindred of Celeborn there as well. Yeah, so when you've got this sort of money to play with as a defender, yeah, you're gonna be able to delve into these more expensive armies and kind of use them, but still the lack of numbers there is going to be an issue. And Lothlorien, yeah, sure, does wear quite a bit of armor. Khazad most certainly does wear quite a bit of armor, but if the boys have if the attackers have a fair bit of armor piercing on the field today and some good sort of ranged ability to get it where it needs to be, it's might not count for too much. We'll see. And they don't have that fodder. Every troop they lose is important to them. It's not like a 3v5 or a 4v3 where usually the defending armies have got a bit of trash that they're more than happy to lose. That's not the case today. You know, the only trash we really have is our mainline infantry, and that's certainly not something we're going to be joyful about losing. Going up to 6 times speed, I'm actually... We'll see. As always, description, they'll have a end of army composition and an end of, a start of battle. So feel free to jump to that. But in addition to that, I'm just going to keep my camera pointing this direction. So if you just want to, scan ahead in the video, as soon as I move, that means the deployment phase has ended. I could do lots of cuts in my videos, but more editing, more time spent editing, less time recording videos. That's sort of all there is to it. Just, more enjoyment for me to do it this way. Anyway, we are here. So, we're going to go at 1 times speed, because I suspect there's going to be a good bit of shuffling before we actually make contact. We'll start on the far right side there. We have Isengard by Nabest. He has his army lined up really nicely for us. Baneguard there, infantry reavers. Anything really crazy? No. Crossbows yet, and Snaga Skirms, really nice. And those trolls off the right hand with some Naz High there as well. More than capable of going toe-to-toe with just about any dwarven foe they can face. Grizzly Fox has brought Angmar today. So he's got his Trolls of Angmar, his Pikes, Snaga Archers, and Guardians Countdown. He's really gone quite intense with these upgrades, though. We're seeing a lot of this black armor. He's... yeah, again, that's probably a good idea. When you know the quality that your enemy is going to be bringing to bear, you need to kind of bring some quality yourself, and he's certainly doing that. He's sending a little bit over to help his allies, but most of it's coming over to back up his Isengard friends. Grizzly Fox has also brought some Barrow-wights. Solid choice. They're moving off lightning fast speed toward their foes. We've got Smit Slayer M. I'll probably probably call him Smith, to be honest. Not seen that name before. So again, Isengard, if he is a new player, Isengard's a good faction to play as. I really do, you know, always say that. Nazhai, Baneguard, lots and lots of Baneguard, nice for the dwarves. Reavers, again, nice for the dwarves as long as they don't get shot up. Berserkers, perfect for the dwarves as long as they don't get shot up. Crossbows and lots of infantry. No complaints with that. Super duper. And he's even got some stuff inside. He's got some pikes inside, and they could be maybe shot if the defenders rush up. We'll see. Pajo has got some orc fodder there as Mordor. Orc Javies, again, always a good choice. Minas Morgul chosen. Orc Javies and the drummers pounding away. I don't think those drummers work right now, though. Just a warning. Temple Guard, Blackguard of Barad-dûr, Sarons, well, and Temple Executioners. Okay. Blackguard of Barad-dûr as well, if they just wait for their right moment. Bang! Line is bursted open, because, again, lower on those numbers. And we've got Sauce. Sauce has been in my last, 3 recordings there. So he's got his Umbar forces, he's got his Narrow Armor Sentinels, Harbingers of Castamere. Everything seems to be just rounding this corner. Corsair Blackguards, Belakith Axeguard, Alcronas Legion, and Adunheim Shield Guard. He does have some Corsair crossbows, beautiful to see for sure, and the catapult as well. It's a nice evening time battle, so I mean that does look really nice. I hope this is going to come through okay, and we're not going to be too much frame loss. I've just got to apologise if that's the case, really. I'll just, you know, make sure got the shadows off for next time. That's all I can do. But we are ending the army run through there. As, yeah, we've gone through all of our 5 attackers here. I feel pretty good about what the attackers have on display. As I say, when you're up against this sort of supreme quality, you do have to be careful because you can end up just throwing everything away in a trickle. And coordinating with 4 other players, when you're not speaking to them, trying to trigger those in-sync charges, those perfectly timed attacks, it's that's not an easy thing to do for sure. So we'll see. Once again, Nawaki and Thanatos defending what I kind of view as the, you know, to me this is the attacking side of Umbar. I know it's, to be honest, it's the south, so it shouldn't really be the attacking side, but this is normally where I attack from when I play as Umbar, and it's usually the defenders starting here. But this was the, you know, that's where the Thanatos and Nawaki were defending last time, and they did a pretty good job of it then, so we'll see if they are able to achieve that again. I think they won. I'm pretty sure they won last time. Ended up being a fallback point all the way back here. Now, another issue, maybe, I hope my noise gate is cutting it out, but another issue may be the rain that is clacking away against my window. I say rain, in reality it's hail. It's hail that we've got coming at us today. It's had some lovely weather recently, but the past few days have just been horrific. Nabest is in position, as I say, with the bulk of Grizzly Fox, so two pretty damn experienced players over here, especially Grizzly with his Angmar forces. See, the Trolls of Angmar and good and bad. This is where, I mean, I was going to say if you had an elite Lancer, you can really punish a movement like this. Now, Grizzly wouldn't do this if there was an elite Lancer on the field, but neither Khazad or Lothlorien really has access to something like that. I'm interested to, yeah, there's no mounted crossbows for, yeah, the mercenary crossbowmen for Khazad. I usually see them as sort of an auto pick for a Khazad defense, just because they're so powerful and you can fire over your line. But, yeah, not today, not today. So I don't know if there's really a grace or not. I suspect there probably is, but the boys are definitely taking some good ground. And this is only 37,000, so once we do get started, it's going to be pretty bloody, which I think is definitely in favour of the attackers. In this case, with this sort of setup, with the armies that have been brought today, I think it's definitely in favour of the attackers that this is a faster battle. Because I think if they're going to win, it's going to be some pretty quick, pretty aggressive plays, as I say, pretty quick, pretty aggressive, coordinated plays that win it for them. Saying that though, getting some time to use those Corsair crossbows, and getting some time to use those Isengard crossbows as well. We've got a lot of crossbows on the field, so if we do come ahead too fast, you know, we might not get to, and that could be curtains. We'll see. The attackers really should overpower the defenders' ranged abilities just because of the lack of them, really. But I mean, those Iron Watch, I guess you can definitely call them some very powerful ranged units. But in terms of just a general skirmishing fight, the attackers should have that in the bag. I think the defenders are going to have to be very careful, and they're going to be doing a lot of hiding away from the attackers as they approach. Jeepers sake, this city just looks totally different in the evening. Like, I'm looking at all these places that I do recognize, but it's just tough for me to like wrap my head around it, just because everything's a bit darker and a bit more shadowed. Oh well. Coming on down, nothing across the bridges yet, and again, you know, feel free to jump to the battle start button there. In the description, no offense taken. As I always say, I'd much prefer you to watch my content in any way that you prefer to do so, rather than not watch my content at all. You know, your time is valuable. Come on, boys. Let's get some skirmishing underway, or something. You know, I mean, I guess we don't have that much like fodder archers for the attackers, which is fair. There's no real point, but I would kind of be treating my Isengard crossbows as a bit of like a skirmish archer today. I'd be exposing them along the bridges, because if Lothlorien wants to shoot at them, okay. You know, I'd rather you like, my unit of Isengard crossbows is still going to be just as effective as long as I've got like, what, 50 of them? You know, so I'm more than happy with you just firing away for a while. But as I always say, that's that's just the way I play. I'm very sacrificial. It does screw me up a lot, but you know, it's the way I play. It's the way I play. Riders of the Golden Wood there. They could get a beautiful little up and over shot. Is that the general? No, it's not. Okay, I thought you might have put his general in with the riders. Yeah, it's enough to keep them safe, but it stops them from being able to do any like cycle charge or not as risky as before. But having Nawaki's riders right there, with the accuracy of that exceptional unit, they could really just fire up and over and crack some people on the head. Which, yeah, I mean, Nabis has to be a bit careful. The only unit I would really be tempted to do that with, though, would be, like, the Berserkers. And if they were moving up here and they were nice and compact, but even then, maybe not. Yeah, probably. Just because those Berserkers, if they get in melee untouched, holy smokes, they can do some damage. Is this 2 times? This is 2 times speed. The boys are taking their time. And, I mean, hell. Again, this is looking better and better for the attackers. We're already at almost 12,000 frames. I say that, we're at 11,000 frames. We're nowhere near 12,000. We're at 11,000 frames, and we've not actually had any contact. There's not a, you know, we're gonna get this underway soon. You wouldn't want to shoot over at something like the bloomin' Trolls of the White Hand. I hope they're not tiring themselves out doing this silly little guys running around. They're just warming themselves up, but Lord, it'd be a shame if they end up getting exhausted before this battle actually starts, because they've been sort of glitched out there. They're savable though. They're definitely savable. There's not anything too bad that's happened to them there. Yeah, you see, if I was Smith, I would definitely be taking my crossbows and just not march them up there. I guess the boys are hiding, to be honest, but you can march in range of them, maybe. Yeah, you could march up here, shoot the Lornand archers. This is a lot of open space there. I mean, I know that they would zoom on in and stop somebody. I'm interested to see how they really do defense of this, because the last time they were defending here, most of the battle was actually happening around here and in the back. You know, all of these approaches were being attacked. The bridges themselves were more of just like a distraction. Whereas today, it looks like the attackers are really preparing to make the bridges their primary goal. Now, that's risky, but... oh, that's very nice. I like that. That's really cool. Anyway, sorry. But because there's 3 bridges, you can maybe get away with it. Nabis moving up, nice and carefully. Again, battle's not officially started for me. Nobody's fired a shot. Nobody's made contact. We're getting close, though. Grizzly, yeah, they're taking their time to get Grizzly all around to where he needs to be. Cannot blame them for that. Good bit of patience for the attackers. This, as I say, this... A 2v5 is a risky thing for the defender. It's a very difficult thing to pull off because, you know, 5 brains against 1 there and a lot of money disparity. But the boys know that that quality is a massive sink that they're going to be falling into. So if they do something stupid and come ahead unprepared, then they are just going to waste their troops for nothing. Oh, I think, are they waiting for the barrel-wights? Those spooky blue boys moving on across momentarily. I love the golden daggers too. Yeah, the barrel-wights. I liked their previous aesthetic, don't get me wrong. But when they switched over to this aesthetic for barrel-wights, oh, one of the best decisions like the team have made, I feel. Barrel-wights went up to being like one of my favourite looking units. Just really nice and ghosty. Navis is going to be packing this place up with his boys. Maybe... Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no need not to. And you can spread them out along there, and they will be safe from any damage. And it just means they are close at hand if he wants to drag some of them in. So Grizzly's got 2 approaches that he's going to be pushing by himself here. Whether or not he really wants to pressure both of them or just go for one of them, we'll see. It's normally I am a major advocate for just coming in as many places as possible. But whether or not they do that today, we'll see. Ciaran Amroth Rangers there. Advancing over to the east. Dunheim Shield Guard maybe leading the way. Iron Watcher Miramir being pulled back here. They were nice and snug inside of there. You can actually stand inside here if you want, I think. Usually the little stakes show where you cannot go. But, okay. Because the buildings are sort of not really there. But, still can't shoot through them, I don't think. But, hey. Yeah, definitely can't shoot through them. Or this would be a very messy fight for the defenders. Come on, boys. I'm fine for a little bit of movement, but we're getting underway, too. I like the cheeky placement of stakes from Thanatos. He just knew he wasn't going to be anywhere near there. So, hey, you know, you just might end up catching an enemy cav unit. Scourge Raiders are in, so we must be getting underway now. Scourge Raiders not AP. Yep, we're going. We are going. Scourge Raiders not AP with their axes and receiving Reclaimer fire. That's, yeah, I'm more than happy with that use of Reclaimer ammo on the Scourge Raiders. I think they are very, yeah, I mean, you can see them armor upgraded there. They're important in melee just as well as they are axe throwers. And it's interesting that Grizzly is using them to, like, lead the way. That's a very, like, Rudour-esque thing to do, just leading the way with this kind of fragile unit of javelins or axe throwers to... Oh! Holy smokes! I mean, yeah, Iron Watcher Miramir. If you can drop some of them, that's pretty solid. And they're a 2 hit point unit. Not great in melee, but a 2 hit point unit. Means Thanatos has to pull him back as he is. Yeah, he left them exposed there. Maybe a little bit of a mistake, but again, that's kind of the deal with, you know, 5 brains versus 2 brains. You're going to see little mistakes like that. You're going to see little micro issues. But we've got, you know, an attack brewing on the other side, and the bridges, center bridge from Mordor with Pajo is moving up, but it's just orc fodder by themselves. These guys are going to chase that away. Now, the only sense I could see with this is if you had a unit of crossbows like right there, ready to punish these guys as they were fighting. Because just letting your orc fodder die needlessly, don't let it bring you down, because at the end of the day it's such a cheap unit. But letting your orc fodder just die without helping the situation at all, just throwing them away for no reason, that's kind of how battles are lost, really. Oh god, if we had a... Oh, I was going to say, if we had a cavalry unit, but that unit, that thing of stakes is quite nicely placed. I know you would be fine charging through it, but trying to run back would be hell. Scourge Raiders battling away with the 3rd Legion Infantry. 3rd Legion will be A-okay there. Some Bane Guard coming in, that's a different story though. Sons of the Fallen coming in to chase away those Scourge Raiders. Well, that's some good fire. Is that... Oh, that's crossbow fire, holy smokes. Oh my god, if you can get a back shot on them. I don't think Thanatos is going to offer you that, but... Oh my god, I mean, he can't be safe from... Yeah, okay, good, he kind of is. Left side, he's got the shield value. Front, he's got the shield value. So this is not a bad spot for the Sons of the Fallen. But I would probably still take that shot. Shield value or not, I think it's decent. Nice stuff there from Grizzly. Yeah, I think it's nice to block them up like this. I don't think Thanatos is really going to hold it out for long. I think he's just trying to use up his axes, and then he will fall back. The Iron Watcher coming in, though. That might change the game. The boys sauce there, advancing carefully, advancing slowly. Those orc fodder, not been engaged yet, not properly. A few corpses here. Some guys maybe firing sort of up and over or something like that. Couldn't really see. There's nowhere to... If you're standing... Wait a second. Can you get there? Can you put a unit here? Ooh, maybe. No, surely not. I don't know. I've never seen somebody do that. But it looks like you could. Looks like you could put a unit of, like, long-range archers there. Temple Guard. Blooming hell, get the Temple Guard over there. You've kind of got domination over this area. Unless somebody wants to try and use up some ammunition to shut you down, which they certainly could, but it's using their ammo. So Gardeners of Carndum clashing in there against the Sons of the Fallen, actually having some victory. Oh, the Blackguard. The Blackguard are in there. That makes sense then. Where are the Blackguard? I don't see them. No, okay, I guess I thought I picked them up with my cursor. Oh, they are in there. 51 Blackguard. They've just pushed in right along that way. Nice. Okay, yeah, good. That's a nice efficient takedown there for the attackers. I think they've done pretty well. They're using up a bit of their ammunition to get it done, and they have lost a lot of people. But I like this, not screwing around, not sending in their trash, seeing the quality of units that's required to get the job done and using them. Oh, boys. Lothlorien coming in, seeing their dwarven allies having a bit of difficulty and like, hey, boys, we'll fix that. Yeah, laying down heavy fire with the Kindred into... Hell, if I'm Nabist, I'm okay with that. It's a shame to lose your crossbows, but as I say, like, I'm getting the Kindred to use their fire on them. I'm okay with that. Now, what I don't love too much are the Reclaimers getting some good hits into these nicely armored trolls. The Reclaimers will definitely do some good work there. Mithril Guard, yeah, they are perfect troll killers. Well, there are some preferred troll killers, I feel, but they're pretty damn good ones. Sauce coming in with his shield guard. No, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Nope, we're fighting it, It's gone. I've never actually noticed that. This guy's just been repaired in place. Coming on over here. Yeah, orc fodder just claiming the ground. The fighting's getting a little bit intense on the south side, boys. I think, yeah, okay, we are going for it. Oh, Rangers. Maybe a little bit. Hey, I mean, it's going okay. It's a bit of wasted ammunition going up and over. Maybe a little bit too quick to give the fire order from Nawaki, but he needed to try and like start doing damage to these guys before they got across. But no, okay, Smith is over. Swordmaster's gonna go toe to toe with the infantry. Oh, he wants them to come in. Good man. He wants to attack them from both sides. So he does want to tempt this unit in. It's disciplined though. These are disciplined Uruk-hai. They're not little baby orcs that are gonna run away just because there's elves attacking them. Oh, those are guardians. Okay, those are guardians on the other side. Maybe I'm taking that back now. But yeah, good. Pajo's seeing he needs to come forward now. Sauce. Time is approaching, brother. We can't be waiting too long. What are we at in these early engagement? 11 for 10. That's not a fun spot to be in for a defender, in all honesty. Definitely not being down in these early stages. I know the attackers have been using up a lot of ammo. They have been using up their good quality units. Trolls have been dying left and right, especially up against these Mithril Guard. But you just don't want to be down early on. You really don't. But more. Halberds coming in. Hammers of Gundabad, though, they will love that fight. I guess we just need the power. We need to wipe these guys out quickly. I think Thanatos is going to be falling back now, it looks like. No, he's sending some more stuff forward. Yeah, he's sending a fair bit more forward. Another fresh unit of 3rd Legion infantry. And the Iron Watch and Mirrormere are ready and waiting, while the Orc Hunters continue to fire off their little arrows there, or quite damaging arrows, I should say. They may not be very large, but they sure as hell are sharp. Yeah, Grizzly's not coming in through here, and in all honesty, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think the fight is going well elsewhere, so just leaving his troops there, just as like a reminder of like, hey, I could come here. You gotta keep troops facing me. Don't run away. But yeah, fair enough. I'll snap some more pictures just to make sure I've got some decent ones throughout the fight. Oh, don't you dare run, Orc Jammies! Get your ammunition spent. Oh, especially up against the Lornad warriors. Perfect. That's some nice stuff. Yeah, this is good. Good use of the orc fodder from Pajo. They're not just a waste unit. You need to actually use the orc fodder as fodder, not just as like, oh, yeah, I'm tiring out the enemy. I'm blunting their swords as they rip through the spines of my fodder. It's like, no, they're worth more than that. They're not worth a lot, but they're worth something. But yeah, the Barrow Wights really assisting Smet. It's good that the Barrow Wights came in this way. God, they would have taken a long time coming around the other way. And, oh, ouch. Aye. That's body piercing fire? It must be. Ah, yeah, the Rangers are up here. Yeah, the Rangers are carving through that. The likes of the Barrow Wights won't really care about Ranger fire. They are, they're pretty resistant because of their just thick armor value. But, and lots of hit points. But, still, all the halberds behind them and them themselves just taking a bit of damage is never fun. Let's just have a wee gander. What's going on? I might as well zoom the map in, why not? I didn't actually do that all in like the last few fights. Guardians there, yeah, 82 of them. That's going okay. As I say, there's points in the battle that I'm really worried about for the defenders. For all the nasties that they're facing up there, that point is going alright. Here, I'm a bit more scared for Nawaki. Those Orc Javies have still not run. Awesome. They've used up ammunition as like people have been shooting at them like crazy to get them dead. Got a nice fresh unit of Rangers there, but okay. But yeah, dead Lornad warriors, injured spearmen, super. I think Pajo can be very chuffed with what he's been achieving there. Nabis has fought. Oh, maybe not. No, he's not falling back. Well, he's pulling some units. He's reorganizing units, which is interesting. Snaga skirm, so many dead Snaga in this area. Wow, this battlefield changed really fast. Iron Watch and Mirror out of amp. Maybe that was what happened. I think the Iron Watch happened. I think we missed that. But the Iron Watch are now going toe-to-toe with the Black Watch Legion. And now, oh my goodness me, you can just see the mass, the absolute horrendous mass of the Black Watch Legion with a 10. That's the highest for any sort of basic infantryman. But yeah, they are just shunting these boys around, dearie me. And those AP maces cracking in, doing a good bit of damage in melee too. Unlike the Black, sorry, not the Black Watch Legion. Unlike the Black Watch Legion, no, unlike the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, the Black Watch Legion have got quite a nice use in melee, just being that they've received an armor upgrade even as well. So they are just such machines, such tanks, and. Hell, maybe even a melee upgrade. Who knows? Grizzly's gone heavy with the upgrades today, so I wouldn't put it past him. Usually, I don't know, the situation may change now and again, but usually I will always go for a melee upgrade before I go for an armor upgrade. Okay, Sauce is trudging on over here, but he's cautious. Ooh, what you'd love to do if you were Sauce is maybe... Can you... Oh, can you... What's up here? Ah, there's stuff up there, damn. If you could just run and claim some ground and then just get your crossbows set up somewhere to start laying down damage. Maybe. What are we at? 20? Okay, right. We've gained back the lead, but not by an awful lot. Barrow Wights stabbing away. Guardians there. Yeah, this is just not fun to break through. Do we have a shield wall unit? Maybe now with the Rangers hammering at us, it's not the time, but goodness sake, ouch. Yeah, maybe it wasn't a good maybe this isn't a good time right now for Smith to come forward with the pikes. Just with those Rangers still present, might not be what we need right now. Those Rangers are just going to keep the attack in check quite efficiently. And I think that is where they've really gained back a bit of that, well, a bit of those kills, a bit of that percentage power. Snaga Stalkers, some of the best in my, well, stats-wise, if we just go stats alone, some of the best fodder, absolute trash fodder in the game. They really actually have some half-decent stats. Quite a good little attack value. Fire ammunition coming in from the Orc Hunters of Khazad. As we move on back, let's see what they're going for. Crossbows? Okay. I mean, hell, if we can scare them off, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to break that morale, but it still is eager. They ain't going anywhere right now. Another volley.
They have lost half their men.
Nope, they're sticking. They're standing their ground. And the announcer did just declare that somebody is down to half of their men. Holy smokes. It must be one of these boys in the back here. Or, actually, Bloomhex Smith has lost a lot of guys, so maybe it's him. Legion bodyguard there. Again, the Blackwatch Legion still alive, still standing, running around like crazy. They can actually take a freaking solid axe to the face if they wanted to. I love this. I really love how Grizzly has been using these guys, even as a small unit. They're not there to like bust open front lines. There isn't really a front line here. All he's doing is running around and knocking the enemy down. Kind of think of them as little individual Oliphants that are just crashing the enemy and knocking them on the floor so that their allies, the Urukai in this case, can stab them when they're down. So that's pretty cool, very cool. And it's going at not too bad. Thanatos has definitely got a lot to deal with here. Sending forward the First Legion pikes though. Can we shoot them with the crossbows maybe? I don't know, I think something might get in there. Scourge Raiders running them forward. They might try and give a volley. But right now, if those First Legion pikes get set up, which it looks like they're going to, that might be what Thanatos needs to just bring that situation, that rather chaotic situation, under control. Now here's the thing, Sauce had access to a trebuchet. And he didn't take it. Now I'm not saying that's a bad thing. We'll see how this battle progresses, but maybe that could have been something. If Sauce had taken a treb instead of a catapult. I don't really like catapults myself. I do prefer, when I do go for like a slam dunk siege weapon, so not a ballista, I do tend to like a trebuchet instead. Why are we going back, Badjo? Badjo's been doing really well today, so like I trust his judgment here. I'm just perplexed. What do we have here? Yeah, the Rangers have really mopped this up quite effectively. The pikes are still battering away. A full fresh unit of Urukai pikes can pick away a bit of damage at the Guardians, but because of those Rangers, just because of what we had to face today, we didn't have a full unit of Urukai pikes reach the front lines. Let's just scan across that bridge and you can see the real all of this just dead by Ranger fire. I mean other fire too, but primarily Ranger fire. Angmar halberds for days from Grizzly Fox. A bit of a shame. Yeah, those Berserkers do not want to approach right now. I think Padro's going to send forward some Chosen. They can take a pounding. Not as well as as the likes of the Blackwatch Legion, of course, but they can do some work. Can we? I'd maybe get one of those crossbows up this way. Yeah, I mean, they'll keep you safe. If they want to shoot your crossbows, thumbs up, let them. But when you're in a 5v2 sort of scenario, I think you've got to be a bit more sacrificial. And sacrificial in a smart way. Sacrificial in a smart way, I hope. But yeah, I think that'd be an okay use. You know, if they did end up just getting pounded into oblivion, okay, you know, we needed to use that ammunition, was going to get used on us in some capacity. First Legion pikes there. Wow! We got some good work done against those First Legion pikes here. Snaga skirms, yeah, definitely. And, no, that's their front. I was going to say that maybe that's the right side, so that shield value isn't helping, but... Oh, gamers. Okay, right. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think... Damn, right. What I'm going to... Imagine. Thanatos loses his general. Nawaki comes in with his catapult and slam dunks a friendly fire smash right into the First Legion pikes. That would not be fun for their morale. Orc Hunters getting javelins to the face. That's who I'd be going for. Unshielded, hell yes. Again, things looking pretty scary here. But this catapult, I think, is going to get a break. Yeah, good. I was surprised they lasted so long there. And that's gone. Yeah, they're running into the enemy, which is just, you know, it happens. So they're goners. Grizzly is pushing here, though. Good and bad guard breaking. No, boys. You're being threatened from all the sides. Hammer guard are right in there. They're not getting shot at right now. Oh, some guy's getting some... Are we? Are we? No, we're not getting shot at. They're going deeper in. Good and bad guard, you scoundrels better come back. I think they will. They will return, definitely. But no, okay, Grizzly's coming. But once that's done, Grizzly's got no more reserves. See, I feel Sauce, maybe... There's nothing more up here. What I would recommend from Sauce... He is coming forward now. That's good. That's good. But I would take these Adunam Shield Guard. I would set them there. Just block that area off temporarily. And I would just slam. Just both, and try my very best to get here. And help Grizzly. But... Again, Sauce is a very ranged powered army. He's got a lot of jabs. He wants to take this a bit slower than his allies do, no doubt. Chosen again from Padro, just hanging out, just waiting. But there's nothing stopping. There's nothing stopping us coming over here and hitting them in the back now, is there? Rangers jumping in a melee. Kieran Amroth Rangers actually being swordmasters in melee, unlike most other Rangers who are just sort of these skilled one-handed swordsmen. So it's a cool little thing for those nice grey, I'll say grey, dark grey robed Rangers. I don't want to say black. They're not quite black, especially when you compare them to something like the Minas Morgul Chosen, who are clattering away still. How are we doing 66 Guardians? Holy smokes. If you don't get those Guardians shot at, they will just stand. More Rangers coming. Ah, damn. You see, I'd want to run in. If I was Padro, I'd want to get something in there to hit them in melee. I mean, even Smith, you can maybe run across there. You might take some damage from something as you're running across the bridge, but I think that could be worth it, right? Maybe you'll get shot in the back. I don't know. I'd go for it. I would go for it. What do we have? First Legion Pikes still standing, but 21 of them left. Orc Hunters in melee there. Snagga Stalkers coming back from routing. We do have a little bit of chanting going on from these Scourge Raiders. Nice to see. Could end up scaring away. I mean, you know, these Orc Hunters are without their general, but I would probably get a backstab in there rather than chanting. I think the chanting is nice, but I would probably want to do a quick backstab, especially while Nabis is coming forward there. Oh, nope. That was a good, accurate shot. That was a risky shot, but it worked out okay. Like, holy smokes. That's quite far away for landing a nice laser beam strike like that with the catapult. Is he going to fire again? He is going to fire again. I think we're going to get friendly fire. We didn't there. We didn't there. Holy smokes. And we're not getting with this one. Whoa. Well done, catapult crew. Very, very well done, catapult crew. This situation is looking very, very scary, but the boys are doing okay. These guards of Khazad taking some javelin fire to the face. I'm sure that's not... Oh, there we go. Even that. That wasn't much. That wasn't much friendly fire. Nabis doing the right thing, just getting right up into their faces. If they want to hit us again, they've got to get friendly fire. I would definitely come in the backs there with these Scourge Raiders, I think. Oh, hell, they've got ammunition. Go for it. Nice, nice, nice. Kindred coming in. Yeah, they'll shred those poor Snagga. Nothing more in reserve from Grizzly, and nothing more in reserve. Well, very little in reserve from Nabist as well, unfortunately. Down here, some good to bad guard. These guys probably the ones that came back from routing, engaging, but they're really just there to wear them down. Nice, and armor upgraded as well. You can see a lot of those dwarven shields, a lot of dwarven helmet mixed in amongst them. I'm sure these dwarves of Khazad will be more than happy to reclaim those artifacts once they slay the putrid orcs that wield them. But yeah, the Hammer Guard doing their best there too. Let's say as long as those Hammer Guard don't get shot at, they'll do not too bad up against the dwarves. Yeah, Pike's just waiting. I'm sure they would have wanted. They were hoping to like break through before they got in there. But they'll get sent on in at some point. I think that this attack is gone. I mean, it's gone quite nicely, but it is going to be repulsed by the defenders today. What about over here? And that's going to mean that the stragglers from Thanatos' lines back there can come over here to reinforce. And I'm sure the boys will not... Yeah, they're not sending anything else around to go and cross the river. Barrow Whites there, fighting out to the last. They'll take a little bit longer to die. They will rack up another kill or two. They will have definitely received a melee upgrade, so they'll have 2 attack instead of 1. But still, not too many. Not too many kills. Padro's standing his ground again. Yeah, this is generally all the boys have. What are we at here? Okay, that's a bit of a nice increase then for the defenders. But Sauce has a lot of strength. Umbar is definitely the most, on average, elite army that has been brought today. Yeah, I would say so. It's definitely got the capacity to be the most elite. Alcrondas Legion here, slicing up some Kindred. Right now the Kindred, of course, being elite bodyguard units, will do okay up against that. What are the Kindred fighting alongside? Lornan Swordmasters and Woodland Protectors. So yeah, the Alcrondas Legion there as well will be gone. The likes of the Woodland Protectors will struggle, suffering from that Spear Malice up against a skilled sword and board unit like the Alcrondas Legion. But while all of these units are being kept in check, the Blackguard can maybe get some shots on, oh god, into the likes of the Kindred. Could you run over there? I think you could maybe path around that way and get the Blackguard into their backs or something like that. Maybe. That's Khazad down to half of their forces left. So is he... Yeah, they've generally suffered. Khazad and Lothlorien have suffered pretty equally here. We've been focusing generally a lot more on the Dwarven losses, I think, just because of how it's gone. Bellicus Shield Bearers, the boys, my favourite pushing unit, I've got to say. They are set up and ready to go. And one of my favourite units, full stop. I just really like the Bellicus Shield Bearers. Yeah. They don't even... They've got a 6 mass higher than the... Actually, sorry. No, they've got an 8 mass higher than the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. So they don't even really need to be on a shield wall to get a push done. They can just sort of shunt their way into the enemy, like the Blackguard, like the Blackwatch Legion, really, and sort of shunt people around. Doesn't look like that's what they're doing today. They're just being used for their melee abilities, their armor-piercing melee abilities. But up against the Kindred and the Swordmasters, that's not going to achieve too much, I'm afraid. We've got some up and over fire from these elves, just locking into the Corsair crossbows. Bit of a shame for those poor pirates, but hey, they'll do what they can, and it's somebody's got to take that fire. Catapult here could be a winner. A lot of that arrow fire is actually going to be going straight into the artillery pieces, sort of massive shields for the crew. But yeah, oh dude, if you could just like carve right down there with some fire ammo, or into the Round of the Golden Wood, there's a host of targets here, my man. And is he trying to save his ammo? Because I don't think that's a good idea. I do not think that's a good idea. Padro's actually rushed on forward here to shut down the Watch of the Golden Wood. But he has maybe opened himself up for a little backstab if Nawaki is successful in holding back this attack. The Uruk captains have appeared. And yeah, they're smashing down the Kirin Amroth Rangers. Oh goodness me, they died very, very quickly. Of course, armor-piercing attacks from the Uruk captains, not super-duper powerful against the Kirin Amroth Rangers, but it's always useful. And yeah, over here, nothing more to really push over, or nothing more pushing over right now. If I was Smith, I would maybe send... He's actually got a fair bit left. I would send forward something. I'd rush in at Baneguard forward, just so that they couldn't do what they're doing right now, and like leave behind a tiny baby ghost defense force while they're absolutely ripping apart Padro's assault. Yeah, luckily this is... Oh god, I was going to say that's attacking from the left, so the shields are helping, but I thought they were Blackguard of Barad-dûr. They're not. They're Sauron's well. Again, hail being quite loud outside. Hopefully my voice is... Yeah, well, it's not so much that my voice shouldn't be heard, it's that you know, hopefully you just won't be able to hear it from the noise gate. But yeah, we'll see. when I layer a bit of music over the top, it's fingers crossed. It's just gone. Minas Morgul chosen there, trying their very best, but Watch the Golden Wood will defeat them quite soundly. What's this? Oh, right. Riders of the Golden Wood looking for some cycle charge targets now. Okay, we're going for... Oh, good stuff. Yeah, nice bit of burning from the Kindred. Not too many casualties, but they're 2 hit point units. And that's a nice break from the Swordmasters. And the attackers have managed to kind of split the defenders' army in half here. Even though they're no longer able to push and attack this area. Ah, nice. Some guys coming in to just shut down the last of those pikes. Iron Watcher Mirror waiting there. Some Uruk-hai infantry still fighting it out up here. I thought this was just about done. It is not far from over. Are those Corsair... Oh, not Corsair crossbows? Yeah, those Uruk-hai crossbows still have their crossbows out. Just fire at will. Target whatever you want, man. You're not going to be surviving too much longer. So the more damage you can do up here, I think they've done a good job with that attack. I think Isengard and Angmar up there did not too bad at all, but they were, you know, 2 of the more experienced attacking players today, so that's what we would expect from them. Blackguard of Barad-dûr engaging the Lorinand archers there. Blackguard of Barad-dûr not really known for their melee abilities, lacking armor piercing that you see in a lot of these pushing units, but I mean they'll do okay. They're better than Moranon infantry, so they'll try their very best. And oh, ouch! That was a nice charge. That was really quite a nice charge for a siege, like an inside of the walls of a city type siege. I know Umbar doesn't really have walls, but it's still inside of the town itself. Orc Javi's there, stabbing away, keeping the gap open for the Saurons well, to sort of flood on forward. Do we have anything pushing up here? No, we still don't, you see. I would make use of this. I just don't think there's anything to really stop you. Maybe they're just scared that there might be. I'm not saying I'd rush the Berserkers over, but I'd rush a unit of infantry over. Some trolls waiting there as well to do some damage. I'd maybe get the trolls in here fighting these rangers. I think that's a nice fight. And the Guardians too. I think that's a good little... yeah, I think that's a pretty good target for them, right? Yeah, no. I don't disagree with myself. I agree. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good target. Yeah, over here. Umbar's attack, I did like it. It's still going on. It's certainly not done. Catapult, you just need to fire at will, dude. If you still got ammo, just get it used because you are about to lose it. Of course, our crossbows as well. They are just going for it, whatever's in front of them. That is the Isengard general. That hammer couldn't have died along with him. I guess the general, as he was falling, just did one final stab in there. He was part of the Naz High, so he was an armor-piercing unit. Oh, the catapult crew shunting this around, trying to do something. Yeah. Oh, dude, if you can get a body slam in there. I don't know if he's going to let him. Of course, our crossbows right into the Guardians. Beautiful Lorinand warriors as well. Nice targets all around there for those crossbows, but... Oh, ay. Very, very good. Very, very good. How many Guardians died there? A lot. A lot. Yeah, now those Sons of the Fallen are shutting that down now. Soth seems to have been successful over here, though. He's been victorious on that side. One last... Good stuff. Good stuff there. That catapult is going to be a goner now, though. How many more do they have to? Well, they've got to kill quite a few more of them. They've got to kill this down to 2 men before all of those catapults are dead. Yet running away is the right idea. Try and just stop on the Blackguard. Of course, their crossbows getting some point-blank volleys. We'll see. He might be able to retake it and get some more use out of it later. Iron Watcher Mirror firing a bit wildly. The catapult actually loosing off a giant rock there. Iron Watch? What's going on here? We got to get pulled back or we're going to be firing. The Royal Guard are right upon us. Those pikes are gone now, right? They're still fighting. Along with the Stag Archers. Good stuff. Grizzly's still in this. Grizzly Fox is still fighting here. As the Axe Guard are pulled back. Yeah, I mean, they're going to get shot in the back, but the boys need to gather themselves. And this is a safe area for them to try and form some final stand, but whether they'll be able to actually get all their boys back to said final stand, I don't know. Uruk captains, they're not going to be easy to go down. Very skilled Uruk, well, yeah, not Urukai, but very skilled Uruks. Used to be the bulldogs, or bulldogs. So very, very menacing creatures for sure. Lornan archers there, yeah, really taking a beating as the Saurons will jump on in from the side as well. Not a fun spot for those elves. Not a fun spot at all. Shadowbow is in there now. Taking rangers on the attack is always, I mean, it's a risky idea for sure. Generally, you'll always be able to get the same amount of kills as you would with a standard archer, if not, you know, a lot more. But yeah, it might just end up being a poor investment. I think today though, wow, that's some good fire. That is some really good fire there. Yeah, okay, I'm eating my words. I didn't think that they would be doing too good today, but no, just like with that one volley alone, that was pretty effective. The Watchers, of course, being very healthy, being quite well armored, but so much of their resilience just comes from their defensive skill, and you don't get that from a ranger volley, as it pierces through your buddies and then you. But yeah, Temple Executioners, armor upgraded Temple Executioners. I don't know what we're going to be shutting that down with unless the Iron Watch still have ammo. Deary me. Yeah. Right. Nazgul are still here too. Watch the Goldenwood trying to fall back from the Nazgul. A full unit of Watchers would be a nice unit to sort of deal with the Nazgul, but not like this. Not like this. And good accuracy from those Corsairs. Holy smokes. You wouldn't want to be a Corsair crossbow that accidentally like nails a Nazgul in the face with a crossbow bolt, though, would you? So they're probably inspired to be more accurate today, out of some fear. Nawaki might be trying to claim another part of the map. I think so. I think he's going to go off and try and find his own little fallback point. Harbingers of Castamere chasing down Lornan archers there. The Kindred of Celeborn rattling shots on in. Yeah, again, Corsair crossbows. Catapult crew trying to shut down these Alcaraz Legion, but they're going to fight to the very end. They ain't running anywhere. Hammers of Gundabad. Oh god, a good little charge will hurt the Nazgul, but no, not really capable of dealing with them for sure. They'll try, and point blank fire from Saw. Cease. Oh well, to be honest, this is probably actually better for them because it's more chance of getting that. Nah, he switched targets. Deary me. Corsair Blackguards there. Oh, Iron Watcher Mirror trying to hold back the Harbingers, and I'm seeing some captains still. Yeah, 14 captains are still in there. That's not a fun spot. Iron Watch, as all Dwarven elites, quite nicely armored. They can, if you send them in to fight against like some swarms of basic infantry, they can do okay in melee, but up against proper bodyguards, no. They ain't lasting at all. Kindred folding around, but yeah, I think we do have a little bit left, but oh, I like that. Do have shield guards or shadowbows running forward with their little blades like that, or one-handed swords. You just don't really see a lot of like one-handed swordsmen without shields, so it's quite cool to witness now and again. Apart from other like archers, of course, Temple Guard there coming up. So yeah, that was pretty solid. I think that was, it went to hell real fast. Like it was going really, really well for the defenders, but then something just seemed to turn on a dime, and it was like, oh, you know, everything started to go badly. I think it was largely down. Where's Nawaki? Nawaki's got. I'm trying to hunt down those last few Watchers. Did they? Ah, right. I think they came back. I think they. Oh, point blank to that Sauron's wall's face, dearing me. I'm surprised he tanked it. Ah, no, this guy. I think that guy killed 2 Watchers, dearing me. But yeah, so the boys did very well, of course, and I think had it not been for the effectiveness, we'll see what the kills say at the end of this. But I really think like this was some good play. I think Grizzly and I really should remember who, Nabis, sorry, Grizzly and Nabis were just good with each other. They were really helping each other well, and I think they just got some good effective exchanges with Thanatos and his dwarves, and that really helped them out. And yeah, just managed to do enough damage so that their allies could finish it off on the other end. As I say, the boys were coordinated. I would have maybe brought ahead some of those attacks. I think that perhaps we were. Oh god, ouch! What was that catapult just to take out that one guy? It was. Dearie me, goodness sake, that's rough. That's rough. And Grizzly's got his pikes remaining. That's nice to see. But yeah, all in all, boys did the best they could. They were a nice selection of armies. Like, they were a really nice selection of armies to get this job done. I think Lothlorien and Khazad, perfect armies for being on the defense like this. But I think a double Isengard, Angmar, yeah, and then Mordor just for the sake of the numbers and those amazing elites, and then Umbar as well, just bringing it home with those beautiful crossbows and the likes too. Right, okay, so we're seeing something here. Normally, I would not post something like this, but I really think that, you know, that wasn't Smith just being dumb. It really wasn't. Like, he had a lot of troops left here. Like, he's not played poorly there out of any sort of any idiocy. Like, that, he's just a newer player, fell into a nasty Witcher trap, and in all honesty, he played his part. He most certainly played his part, and that was to absorb Witcher fire en masse. It's not a fun part to play. Nobody wants to absorb Witcher fire en masse, but Smith certainly did it with his heavily armored RX, and so he did well. I will fight people on that. He definitely did well, and normally I'd see, you know, I wouldn't do a battle like that, but no, I think Smith was solid there, and I hope he most certainly learned some things for another scrap later. Bodyguard, holy smokes, they racked up some serious kills. Holy whoa! How the bodyguard absolutely ripped people apart. I guess they just up against some lighter armored guy. I mean, they were up against Urukai. These weren't even like trash that they were killing. Maybe they got into the Snaga. Maybe they were killing a bunch of Snaga stalkers or something. But wow, Mithril, they were killing the trolls. Good for them. Guards of Khazad, yeah, it was just a micro issue, I think. Thanatos was just looking elsewhere, but those Guards of Khazad did take a few jab volleys to the face. Yes, they've got a lot of hit points. Yes, they do have that shield, but you don't want to take a jab to the face if you don't have to. And yeah, I think the pikes were nicely countered too. 700. Whoa. Monster. 734 kills from the Iron Watch. 250 from one of the Sons of the Fallen. That's good, but that, yeah, again, so many crossbows to deal with was just rough. 310. Oh, good. If Nawaki can remember, and also in addition to that sauce, I'm always interested to know how many kills artillery pieces get. So there's some nice, really laser beam accurate fire from that catapult. I mean, maybe there was like a monster friendly fire hit that I didn't see as well, but generally I think that a catapult crew did us very, very well. As well as that, I'm sure that those rangers got some absolute monstrous kills too. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, Nabis and Grizzly, perfect little attack there, really nice, really well coordinated. Smith talked, you know, he did his part. He died en masse. He did what he needed to do, and he had a lot of people left. He definitely did have the power to bring it home at the end. I never like to be the last attacker with troops left. I always like to, yeah, just too much responsibility on my shoulders, man. I've already just die early. So Smith was willing to play that part, and yeah, I mean, shows a lot of courage. Then just kind of throwing his units in for the sake of like not wanting to be the last man alive. Padro there, yeah, really awesome. Early messes around on the in the center bridge. I would have maybe tried to, like, as I say, back up the boys on the eastern bridge. Yeah, eastern bridge. but everything worked out in the end. So yeah, he had his reasons. He played it cool, and it worked. And yeah, those Nazguls, Uruk captains, and the Temple Executioners would have just been too much to deal with for the defenders at the end. Yeah, so he showed he had a lot of strength. Sauce, as I say, I would have maybe come forward a little bit earlier, but when he did come forward, he did it right. He did it very well, and yeah, he got the situation sorted out. So yeah, pretty dang cool. Pretty dang cool. I was about to say big ups, but I was like, I don't see big ups. What the fuck is that? So thanks guys very much, and I will see you later.